Yaa Asantewaa was born into a world where power was both spiritual and ancestral. In the Ashanti Empire, leadership was not only inherited, it was sacred. As Queen Mother of Ejisu, she stood as both advisor and guardian of lineage. A woman of authority, rooted in tradition, and entrusted with the soul of her people. In 1896, the British seized the Ashanti Confederation and renamed it the Gold Coast. Kings and chiefs who resisted, including Prempeh I, were exiled. The exile of Prempeh I was meant to silence resistance. But beneath the silence, something ancient was awakening. In March 1900, the British governor demanded the sacred Golden Stool. He intended to sit upon it and send it to Britain as a symbol of conquest. The Golden Stool was not a throne. It was the living embodiment of Ashanti unity, history, and divine authority. The council hesitated, remembering past brutal suppressions. Fear lingered where courage once stood. Yaa Asantewaa rose as guardian of the royal treasury and leader of Ejisu. She rejected negotiation and called for war. "If you, the men of Ashanti, will not go forward, then we will. We, the women, will fight until the last of us falls on the battlefield." Thousands answered her call and gathered under her command. They prepared through physical training and spiritual discipline. On March 28, 1900, Yaa Asantewaa gave the signal for the uprising. Armed and resolute, she led her people into resistance. Ashanti forces surrounded the British fort in Kumasi. The siege would last for 8 relentless months. Inside, hunger, disease, and despair took hold. Smallpox and yellow fever spread among the trapped. Even in war, Yaa Asantewaa showed compassion. She allowed women to leave the suffering within the fort. British reinforcements arrived from Nigeria and Sierra Leone. The balance of power began to shift against the Ashanti. Resistance leaders were gradually captured. In 1901, Yaa Asantewaa surrendered after her daughter was taken. She was exiled to the Seychelles, far from her homeland. After 20 years in exile, she died in October 1921. The War of the Golden Stool was more than a battle. It was the defense of spiritual sovereignty and identity. Today, Yaa Asantewaa remains a symbol of courage and resistance. A warrior queen, a guardian of tradition, and a voice of defiance. She did not fight only for land. She fought for dignity, memory, and the soul of her people.